Okay, it's a training video for the SAM website. This is how to log in and create a basic post with text, video and an image. Okay, so you'll get the login address sent to you along with your username and password. So I'll just go ahead and log in. Okay, once logged in, you'll be presented with the, as you can see, it's called the dashboard. You don't really need to know much about this. It's just really information about WordPress blogs, other news, quick ways to put up posts, which you'll get used to as you go along, and information about the site. So you can see 20 posts, 9 pages, 4 categories, 2 comments. Pretty self-explanatory. And down the left hand side is the kind of control functions for the site. Now you can only really see what you have access to. The area that you're really interested in, only really interested in, is the posts area. So if you go to all posts, okay, these are all the posts on the site. The rights that you have are just to view these because they've been created by somebody else. So to create your own posts, it's just to create add new. Okay, this is all pretty simple stuff. So first of all, you got to give it a title. So that'll depend on what you're putting up. So we'll just call this test post for SAM. Now the actual title will also become the actual web address, as you'll see. So if you just put the title in, make sure you're clicked on the visual tab and text tab. I'll explain these a bit more later on. So put your title in. As you can see, the permalink is the HTTP link, which you'll see along the top. It's created the test post for SAM as the website link, as the post link. You can edit that, you can change it to whatever you like. Make it more relevant or make it shorter in case your title is a bit longer. Okay, for purposes of this video, that's probably quite okay. So to add some text, we're in the visual area. The visual area is where you add in sort of images and text based stuff. So we'll just add in some text. This is some text. As you can see, this is some text. Okay, now along here you'll see, so it's basically just like a basic word processing editor. Okay, you have the bold, italic, bullet points. So you can use this area basically just as you would any normal Microsoft Word or OpenOffice word processing application. So if you want to create it bold, you want to make it bold, italic, as you can see. Okay, so that's given us some text. Now, because it's at the top, you maybe think it's going to add that as the sort of title, but what it does is it calls that as the post title, and when you produce the post, it actually puts that as a heading just above the text as well. So there's not really much need to create the heading title as well. So we'll create some text. So just to see that how it looks just now on the site, save it as a draft, which is along here. I'll go into a bit more detail here. Okay, so we've saved that as a draft. We can preview it. So just to make it easier for myself, I use the right click on the links, and I can open it up in a new tab, so I can still work on I can still see what I'm working on. So there you go. We've created the test post for SAM as the title, and this is some text. So you can see, pretty simple to do that. Now to add more text, okay, so we've added more text. Save that. Go back to your post, and if you just refresh the page, as you can see, more text. So that could be paragraphs, it could be anything you like. And as I said, you would just space it out as you would as per any sort of normal word processing document. It's rather simple. Now if you wanted to add an image into the post, Okay, so you've got these areas here, add media, and this is the only really one you'd be interested in. The add contact form is not really your concern. So add media. Now we already have a sort of plethora of images already uploaded to the site, but if the post that you have has an image, you know, you just sort of right click the image, save it to your desktop. So just for instance, we'll go to the BBC. And we'll go to the news section, and just for instance, we'll first post it's there. As you can see, this has got an image of it. You just right click, save image as, and give it a name. So I have already a folder for Scotland Against Monsanto stuff. Okay, so we'll just save it and then give it a name. Okay, so if you wanted to add that image, we would then upload files, select a file, you go to the area where it was. Just so happens I was last in here, so double click the image, it uploads it. Just for simplicity's sake, just hit insert post, and you can see it there. Okay, so you'd save that as a draft. Back to your page, refresh, that's right click and reload if you're on Chrome, and you can see it here, or just F5 actually, right click, reload, or F5, and there's your image there. Okay, now if you wanted to add a video to the post, it's rather simple as well. Okay, so if you wanted to add a video, just get onto a new line. Now this is where it gets a tad more complicated, and it says as complicated as it gets. To add a video, you're basically embedding it into the site, basically making it part of the site, and also it links it externally to whatever, more than likely YouTube. So for the purposes of this, we'll go to YouTube, and just say no GMO. Let's see what comes up. We'll take the first one. Not really bothered what they're saying just now. So we want to put this video onto our page, but also to allow people to play it on the page as well. So if you click on the share down here, YouTube gives you all the tools. Click on share, click on embed. Now here you can see the code. If you right click, copy, back to your post. Now because you're embedding it as code, instead of using the visual tab, if you click on the text tab, now that's just a sort of a coded representation of what you see from the visual tab, you know, what it takes to use HTML and code to embed the images and the text. So you don't really need to know any of that stuff. For the purposes of adding the code, the video, just go into a new line, right click, paste, or Control and V and paste, and that'll add it. Okay, now go back to your visual tab and you'll see it there. Okay, now as you can see there's spaces here. Now as I said, it's just a word processing editor. Okay, so just get them spaced how you like it. Save as draft. Back to the post, right click, and as you can see we have added some text, we've added more text, we've added an image to the post, and we've added a video. So for the purposes of uploading content to the site, that should basically get people going. Now, to make sure it goes into the right area of the site, okay, just now, we'll go across to the right hand panel. This is the sort of publishing area. Okay, now the only areas that you're really interested in is the save as draft and publish. Okay, now just now it's saved as draft. Now to make sure we put it in the right area, we have categories, Now the area you're interested in is untick uncategorized, click blog, that will make sure it goes into the blog area here. I'll just let this load, maybe take a couple of seconds. Okay, and the most recent items will be at the top. Okay, so tick that, make sure it says blog. If you know any tags, it just makes it just helps search engines and WordPress and various other social media applications find your post. So if it's no GMO, just use that as your tag. Add. Okay. Now to give it an image, as you can see here, these all have a sort of image on the front. This is called, that's your featured image. Now if it's the same as the image that's here, that's fair enough. You just click on set featured image, go to your media library. Sorry, I'm going a bit quicker than the actual. And there it's there, so you just click it, make sure it's ticked, and then set featured image. If it's not that, and you want to upload a different image, just go through the same process, you know, upload it, select files, and find it where it was. So for the purposes of this, we'll just use the SAM logo. So open that. It's already there as well, actually. Okay, set featured image. Now, as you can see, that got its featured image. Now, if I save that as a draft, that post is now good to go. Okay? That's the only stuff you're really interested in. You're not really interested in keep it as the format standard, just to get the confidence and actually just putting up basic posts. You know, some text, some images, and you can add some videos as well. Later on I'll do a few more training videos on how to add galleries, slideshows to posts to make them a bit more visually aesthetic. But that should do you just now. If anybody has any questions, you can get me on Skype, Zenmore37, or you can email me at zen@creativealternatives.info. Thank you.